Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this final episode of For Nostalgia's Sake for the Common Tongue Podcasts for this year. Again, I don't know what happened to this audio. It kept clipping a lot. I did my best to fix it as much as I could. There's only so much doctoring you can do, but hopefully you enjoy it. I had a lot of fun recording this with David again. We get into a lot of bands that we like, and hopefully you enjoy hearing us nerd out about music and him talking about skateboarding. So here we go. Hello there.
What up?
How you doing, man?
Chilling, dude.
Just straight chilling.
Straight chilling. Tired
Yeah.
after work.
This is a good way to end the day, I hope.
Oh, yeah, straight up.
Yeah. All right, so hello to everybody out there. Welcome to another mediocre episode of the Common Tongue Podcasts.
Nice.
We have a return guest in the seat. Please
Yo,
state your name for the record.
David Catale, owner of the Brier Barbershop.
Straight homie, dude.
Straight homie.
Straight homie. So today we are talking about, this is for Nostalgia's Sake show.
True.
So,
because last time we couldn't really dive in too hard, huh?
right, yeah, because that was a whole tangent.
Yeah.
So, today we got kind of like a mixed subject.
Okay.
Because for you, as far as I understand, you were a big skater growing up, but you were also really big in the music scene.
Yes.
So, let's dive into that. Which came first, music or skating?
Skateboarding, for sure.
Okay, let's go down that rabbit hole.
Okay. So I guess it started when I was 8 years old, skateboarding.
Oh, dang, that young?
Yeah, my dad was a surfer Cali bro, dude. He grew up in the 80s, skateboarding, all that fun stuff. So when I was old enough to grab a board and old enough for my mom to let me go out and skate.
Yeah.
Because if it was up to my dad, I would have been just 5 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like those pit bulls on the boards.
Oh, yeah, straight up.
Yeah,
He would have done that. But, I had to make sure my mom was okay with it. So 8 years old, skateboarding. And then it was just a thing to do. Like, I remember just taking it everywhere. Like, everyone had a bike. I had a skateboard, right?
So wait, where was this at? Was this in California or was
this is in Utah.
Oh, so this is in Utah.
Yeah. And I won't get into much about people not understanding skateboarder here in Utah because I could, that's another podcast.
No, yeah.
But anyway, so I just cruised on it. Wasn't too crazy. Wasn't trying to do like any tricks or anything like that. Like
you were just trying to get from A to B.
Yeah, just A to B. I learned a couple tricks growing up, and then middle school I just did it the same thing, A to B.
Yeah. It
wasn't until high school when I met. Like, we actually had a group of dudes to go to the skate park with, push each other, keep going. And we're actually, like, we have friends that have cameras. They got cameras for Christmas.
Right, yeah.
So they were able to film, and we can just start progressing in skateboarding. I was old enough to drive, so then I can go to skate park whenever I want.
Right, yeah.
Or have homies that drive, and they can take us to the skate park or go to skate contests that were, like, up in Salt Lake and stuff like that. So that's when we started pushing, or at least I really try to progress in my skateboarding. And to tie in with like how skateboarding has kind of inspired me to my career today, one of my favorite skateboarders, Dylan Reeder.
I don't know who that is.
He's probably the best skateboarder and the most influential within the fashion and skateboarding scene colliding.
Okay, so like you're talking about like modern day.
Modern day,
okay,
yeah. Dylan Reeder. So he passed away about, I think, like 3 years ago or something.
Really?
Like that. Yeah, he had, I believe, leukemia. I'm trying to remember, but it wasn't even the cancer that killed him. It was the chemo that killed him. So rest in peace, Dylan Reeder. Biggest inspo, honestly, within like style, lifestyle, not giving an F, because I can't swear here. Not giving an F.
Thank you for remembering that.
Exactly. Got to make sure the mom can listen, right? So just having that vibe and just like focusing. What his thing was he wasn't focused on doing a lot of tricks. He was focusing on making the tricks he knew the cleanest looking and the nicest looking. Like, people wanted to watch him just do a switch flip, a switch frontside flip, right? Because he just did it the cleanest, right? And his dad was a barber, so that was pretty cool.
Hey,
I love that. Yeah. But like he was an inspiration when it came to like fashion and skateboarding. Like those fancy skate shoes you see nowadays.
Yeah.
Like those ones that like you can still skate, but then you can go out on a date right after.
Yeah.
Dylan Reeder started that with Gravis shoes and stuff.
Really?
Yes, you should look into it. There's a Epically Later documentary that talks about Dylan Reeder and interviews him and talk.
Yeah.
And it was like when he first came out with the shoe, when he was clowned on, everyone was like, "That's not a skate shoe. That's stupid." But it's like a leather loafer. Cleanest looking thing.
Really? I'm gonna have to look this up,
bro. It's sick, dude.
Because I'm one of those Vans crew. Like
Yeah.
I got those clean Vans.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I remember skate shoes have drastically changed from when I was a kid.
Dude, do you remember those Fallen clunky shoes?
Heck yeah, Rodney Mullins.
The Rodney Mullen Globe ones. Oh,
heck yeah,
snap,
dude. Because I want to say that Fallen was his brand.
No. Fallen was Jamie Thomas.
Wait, what was Tensor? Tensor was Rodney
the
Mullins.
trucks, the trucks. Yeah.
That's true. Man, it has been so long because no. Because for me, Rodney Mullins was like that was it. He was my inspiration because I used to skateboard as a kid. So, and my earliest memory with a skateboard is getting one from Walmart.
Oh,
yeah, like those crappy Walmart decks.
Yeah.
And my brother, he was good. He was a great skater.
Heck yeah.
So I remember him. We had this little stone patio, and right at the corner of it, just so he wouldn't kill himself, he had put like a rail on the very corner of the stone patio into the grass.
Oh,
and so I remember. He took my board and did a dark slide on it.
Oh,
got halfway down the rail and snapped it in half.
Sick, dude. I never got to that point of the dark slide. I tried.
Oh, no, dude.
I tried.
Well, that's the thing. He could do it.
Yeah.
He just broke my first board doing it, and I was so pissed at him.
That's awesome.
And so that was my first memory.
Yeah.
But, oh, man, going back on that shoe, because I wore Etnies.
Okay.
Like Etnies
Yeah.
and DCs. That's what I liked.
See, that was the only shoe back. It was either Vans and you wore the classics, right?
Yeah.
Vans slip-ons, high tops, if you were wanting to protect your ankle and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there was like Fallen. There was Etnies. Etnies had the clunky with the
fat lip.
looking E. Yeah. DC was the fat mofos, dude.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I loved Etnies and DCs. That was,
I liked them for a
looked,
little
that
bit.
looked real good.
Yeah, I liked them for a little bit, but I was just like light on my feet type of skateboarder.
Right,
so I just pushed way into Vans, and then I found Dylan Reeder on a Thrasher magazine when Gravis came out.
So wait, what team was he part of?
Dylan Reeder?
Yeah.
So Dylan Reeder was, I believe, on Alien Workshop, Thunder Truck, Spitfire, Gravis Shoes. R.I.P. Gravis Shoes, man, dude. That brand. I'm not, dude. If you look them up back in the late 2000s, 2010-ish.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Best shoes. Like, they were like Vans 2.0 when it came to like slim style. They pushed an envelope for skateboarding shoes that last long but still look slim. They don't look like some tanks on your feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they last long. They even changed the material too. They had this stuff that was tougher than leather. I don't know what it was, like most like a wax canvas, but that stuff lasted forever. It was crazy.
Was it vinyl? It wasn't vinyl, was it?
I have no idea what it was. I only had one pair, and man,
R.I.P. man.
Yeah, dude. No, you got to look them up. I'm surprised there's not like a documentary, because I honestly think without Gravis shoes, we wouldn't have the slim skate shoes that last long. You know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't have what Nike's doing. I mean, Nike did the Janowski, and then Adidas came out with their thing. But I feel like Gravis was that independent brand, just like
that started it. Yeah,
pushing that slim but
durable
shoe that looked like a normal shoe. It wasn't like a skate shoe, right?
No, yeah.
Like, someone didn't look at you and was like, "Oh, you're a skateboard" type thing. Like, they'll tell.
Right.
Like, someone could tell when your left shoe or your right shoe is messed up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But that's it. But it wasn't like, "Oh, this guy is wearing DCs. He's a skateboarder" type of thing, right? You weren't associated and put into a category that quickly. So,
right. And just because, this is just interesting to me. So did that influence what deck you rode on? Did you ride Alien?
I rode Alien Workshop, and then I rode for Santa Cruz. I was flow for them for a little bit. I only got like a couple skateboards from them and a couple t-shirts. That was pretty cool, but I think that was just from a skate contest that I did, and they just gave me that. And then I was trying to get on Gravis at the time. Like, I was sending footage and stuff like that.
Right.
And by the time I was getting to that level of getting sponsored by them or getting looked at, like Flow or something like that, they shut down.
Eesh.
Yeah.
That must have been,
They shut down, I think, 2013, so that was
killers.
a bummer. Yeah, so, it is what it is.
No, yeah.
So...
Man, that company would probably be huge today.
Dude, it was a crash and burn, honestly.
Really?
They had a lot of good potential. They had the best skate team at the time, and just companies, man. Big corporate companies just taking down the little man, honestly. Because you had Alien Workshop when Rob Dyrdek was on it, Ave, Jason Dill, Dylan Reeder. You had Josh Kalis, but he left later. You had a huge team. This team was pushing the envelope as well. But then it was just one of those times where big corporate companies were making it bigger. Nike and Adidas were making more money and getting these teams together and all that stuff. So it's just hard to keep these sub companies. So
right. So wait, so you rode Alien Warehouse, but what was your favorite deck to ride on? Because I have an answer for this. I definitely have an answer.
Okay. Well, I was broke, so I rarely rode the pro decks that you see Zoomies and stuff. Mine was just the
oh heck
OG.
no, I didn't. No,
mine was OG Milo Sport, man. Milo Sport, Real Skateboards was sick. I repped them because I like the team.
Yeah.
What was the Alien Workshop, of course, and then
I mean Santa Cruz, just because you got
Santa
stuff
Cruz,
from them.
and then Creature Skateboards was another.
Okay.
One. It's just because I like the shape because I grew up bowl skating.
Okay.
And just the wider.
So
we can go on day for the shape and stuff, but
no, yeah. So bowl skating is wider then. You use those wider boards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate those boards. I hate wide boards. Because so when I was a kid, Dark Star is what I rode on.
Okay.
Exclusively, that's what I rode on.
Okay.
Because I think and anybody who's out there who listens and rode Dark Star, you can probably educate me on this. Mm-hmm. But from what I remember my older brother telling me he liked it because it was a heavier deck. It was a little bit on the thinner side, in terms of where your feet were.
Yeah.
And it lasted forever.
I mean, I never rode Dark Star. The only thing I knew about Dark Star is they had it at Walmart.
And maybe that's why, but
well, they had the cheap version at Walmart.
No, that's true.
And there's actually an interview with the owner of Dark Star on 9 Club, and he talks about why he put Dark Star in Walmart, and it's amazing. Best,
really?
Yeah, you should look that one up. It's 9 Club. It's a great skateboarding podcast. You actually would love it, dude. They did an interview with Tony Hawk. He talks about Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the video game, money, all that. It's pretty cool. But anyways, Dark Star. I never rode one.
Because I remember very vividly, because I don't think Dark Star is very popular anymore. I can't find them really anywhere.
No.
But I remember the last time I saw a Dark Star board, it was my older brother's board. He had one left. And this... it's actually really funny, because he'd had this board for years.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to try and do a nollie on this sucker. Because it had been a minute since he had skated. And he pulled it off, but he landed on the nose weird and snapped the nose. And it was just like that visceral, just, oh no!
Oh yeah, because it's just the slightest landing difference.
Yep,
right?
Exactly.
And if he just put his foot somewhere an inch away from where he just put it, he would have been fine type of thing. Oh, that's so funny.
But
I think I just remembered another one. Industrial Ride Shop. Do you remember Industrial Ride Shop?
Oh god!
They used to have the $25 blanks. I burned through.
No, I
those,
do.
Dude.
I do remember Industrial.
They were the best decks, but dude, they broke like that. A snap, dude. It was so bad. But they were the best. I loved them.
So if you could have had your choice, say you were good enough. Say you were good enough to have gone pro.
Okay.
If you had your pick of teams, other than Gravis, who would you have gone to? Who would you have liked to have been with?
You want me to describe to the T each sponsor?
Let's do both, because so existing teams and your ideal dream team.
Okay. So what do you mean existing?
Okay, so if you could have been sponsored by Girl, chocolate, oh god, what's that? I can never remember. It's the fire and water.
Oh, Element, not Element.
No.
World Industries.
Yes, World Industries. Those big name brands.
Okay, World Industries is dead. By the way.
Oh yeah, they're dead and gone.
90s, early 2000s.
I love their decks though, dude.
It was so funny.
Heck yeah, man.
So board, I'd probably go for Real Skateboards.
Really?
Yeah, I love the team. Tommy Guerrero seems like such a cool dude. He owns the team, and that or Powell. I grew up watching Powell Peralta, so I feel like if I was on that team, I'd make my dad happy as a clam. I would have been sick.
Yeah.
I wasn't too picky on the skateboard. As long as it lasted and it didn't have a weird, funky shape, then I'm chilling. You know? And then trucks, I was all about independent trucks.
Yeah, independent was a staple.
Like, I like Thunder, but independent, man, it's just,
I wasn't a big fan of Thunder. I thought they just looked super clunky. I don't know. That's just me. Like I said, I loved Tensor.
Yeah,
like
Tensor's great
Tensor
too.
they were light and they were, oh dude, I had one set of Tensor trucks and it was in California. So this was when I was on my mission.
Yeah.
One of the things that we would do to meet people, because we were south of Glendale in a place called Eagle Rock.
Okay.
So what we would do, there were kids there, dude. They were talented,
Nice.
like good. Because I think the Baker warehouse was like a few hours from where we lived. So kids would go to the Baker store, the Baker warehouse, and get like super dirt cheap boards, and then just come back and ride it.
Oh, that's sick.
So I had just a blank deck that had it had Tensor trucks.
You were allowed to skate on the mission, like on P-days or what?
No, like we used it as a way to meet people.
They let you, dang.
Well, that's the thing. Like they were like, as long as you're safe and as long as you're not hurting yourself or hurting anybody else, yeah, go for it. So we bought decks.
That's so
rad. So it was Tensor trucks. I want to say Spitfire bearings, and I think just like, I don't know if Birdhouse was Birdhouse still around in 2015.
Birdhouse is still around, yeah.
Then it was Spitfire trucks and Birdhouse wheels.
Dope.
That's what it was.
Dope.
And so that's what I skated on. I love that. But that was one of those wide decks, and I was just like, I'll take it. It's it was like $10 deck.
I rode 82585. That's what I rode. Everyone thought I was crazy doing hubbas, handrails, but I did bowl skating as well. I know. Oh yeah, it was crazy.
But to be fair, I never got past an ollie.
Oh, okay.
I could never get past. So my companion was the one who he could skate, dude.
Skate it, nice.
Like he had footage before he came on the mission. He was planning on going pro.
Oh, dang.
And so like he had footage out the he was good. Me on the other hand, I was just I can skate.
Yeah.
I
mean, there was a time where I was, and then now I'm just especially when you're homies with Miguel Lopez, Shiloh, Sweat, those dudes.
Yeah,
and
you're
like,
homies. Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't.
Dude, Miguel. I watch his stuff on Instagram. He's good, dude.
You know what's funny? I taught him. So
really?
That's my claim to fame, dude.
Also, I would like to publicly apologize to Miguel. So, no. Let me story time.
Okay.
So, I know him from your barbershop, right? I've met him a few times. He has no idea who I am.
Yeah.
I saw him skating down the road from where I currently live.
You almost hit him or what?
No.
Oh.
So I saw them skating, and like him and his team.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I know that guy. I'm gonna go check out what he's doing.
Yeah.
So I took my dog, walked down, and he was trying to do this trick where they had those cast iron covers that they used to protect those trees. You could move those.
Yeah.
And so they had lifted one up
on the ramp.
To make it ramp, and he was trying to do a trick over the fire hydrant.
You got in the way, huh?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So I waited on him, and I was just watching his team because I know better than that.
Good,
Please,
good.
I almost accidentally did that with Riley Hawk and his team in California. I was, what team is that? No, because their photographer was right there. I was like, what team is that? He's like, you should know.
You should have.
No, yeah. But no, so I knew who Riley was, and by extension, I should have known, because I think Riley rode for Baker, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So by extension, I should have known that.
Yeah, you should.
But for some reason, seeing them in open, like, they were literally skating on the open traffic, skating across the street to do this trick on a wall. And I was just like, yo, this is crazy. So I knew better than to interrupt.
Yes.
So he was trying to do this trick, and so he would go from the sidewalk to this brickwork that was laid out before it, and he would slow down so much.
Yeah.
And he kept trying, and he kept slowing down.
Yeah.
And so like let's finish up for the day, dude. Like my ankle shot.
Yeah.
And so I told him, I was like, hey man, look, I'm a big fan of you actually. Like, but one thing I kept noticing is like, you kept slowing down a lot when you hit the bricks, and I think that's why you weren't hitting the shot.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, yeah, cool. I'll take that into consideration. So that's where that encounter ended. Few days later, he came back with his team to try and finish the trick.
Yeah.
And I was just in my car, and I was, Migs, he's like, what? I was like, go faster. and I don't know what he said, but my friend who was in the seat, she was like, I don't think he'd like that. because I was kind of hoping he would recognize me and remember.
Dude, no, he goes savage mode when he gets skating. Like,
absolutely.
He focuses. He's about it, dude.
No, yeah, and I to this day, and like, granted, it was only like a few weeks ago. I don't know if he hit the trick.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
It's literally right down the road from right here.
I'm pretty sure he did the trick.
Did he?
Yeah, I think I've seen some footage from it. He's done a lot around here, and he showed me some footage. He has a lot, so
no, yeah,
he's coming out that video part.
Oh man, but I felt so bad. I was like, I should have kept my mouth shut. Why'd you have to say something, dude?
Man.
So, Miguel, if you're listening to this, I'm very sorry. Please don't hate me.
Yeah, if you listen to this, let me know what you said. Let us know. But yeah. So
anyway, yeah. So getting back to it though.
So yeah, like nowadays, I don't skate anymore. Rarely, I just skate to the to the barbershop, and then I skate home. Type of thing.
And yeah, cruising is fun too. Like
But yeah, like so with the skateboarding, I tried, and then I was getting into music. So after high school, I was really pushing my skateboarding, right?
Yeah.
And I was trying to get sponsored and stuff, like trying to get sponsored by Milo Sport. I felt like I was like right there,
right,
trying to get in, stuff like that. But I just wasn't. I wasn't doing a lot of flip tricks. I wasn't doing a lot of this, a lot of that. You know what I mean?
What was your best flip trick?
Switchback heel. Or nollie tray flip. Like, I could do those tricks.
Wait, a nollie tray flip?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, or nollie inward heel. I did that off the Orem skate park hubba. That's my claim to fame. Apparently, kids still talk about it. I had one client.
I don't believe you. Seriously?
I'm dead serious, dude. I had one client, and I was like, dude, Miguel told me you did a nollie inward over the hubba at Orem. I was like, yeah, dude. He goes, dude. That's insane, bro. That's insane.
Craziest flip trick I ever saw was there was a skate park close to where we went to.
Yeah.
And one of the kids who we actually met skateboarding, he was like, dude, you got to check this out. And this local kid did a 360 tray off a nose grind.
Oh, so sick.
It was...
Into nose grind? Or
no,
off
a nose grind.
Holy fuck.
It was... No, yeah. It was unbelievable. Damn. I was like, "There's no way," and we kept watching. It's like he actually did that.
Are you sure it was a nose? Or was it a tail slide?
No, it was a tail slide. Did a tail slide with the nose.
Oh, like he switched the board.
Yeah.
So was it maybe switch tail?
Maybe. No, it was a tail slide. Because I'm thinking, because the way that I'm thinking is he had his right foot forward. Yeah.
Regardless.
So
tail slide,
yeah.
Tray flip out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was
sick.
No, it was unbelievable. I remember seeing the video. Tail slide down, 360 tray flip out of it, and I was like, this kid is either going to kill himself or he's going to get real famous real fast.
That's so sick.
No, but inward, oh god, dude, that makes my toes curl just a little bit. Like, that's scary.
I had weird tricks, but I could barely tray. So the funny thing is I couldn't tray flip on flat ground. I mean, I could every now and then if I had to.
If I had to.
Yeah, I can only do it on gaps. I was that guy that did weird tricks on a constant, like nollie inward heel or nollie tray flip or frontside big spin, just stuff like that, right? So I was trying to get sponsored and stuff. So I got invited to do a Go Skate Day little tour with Benny on Milo Sport, and we were going to hit Heber and then another skate park and then Park City on a Go Skate Day. And we were skating this bowl. Everyone was having a good time. And then I roll in, and I'm trying to do like a nollie lip. So not nollie, it's like a little nollie piv, and then you board slide on the top, and then you come back in, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know what you call that. I just call it a nollie lip slide or whatever. And this is in the big back bowl in Heber, and I'm going back in, and my back foot falls off, like. It was, so I had my toes on the back of the board trying to bring it back in. Like, I'm just committed at this point.
Right.
I'm like, I need to make this happen. I need to show that I want to be sponsored by this team.
Got to show off a little bit.
I got to show off. And I go committed and no go, dude. So, like, I'm coming back in.
Oh, no.
And, coming back in, and the board basically flails off, and I'm dropping. This is like a 15-foot drop.
Dude.
Yeah, and I'm getting my knees prepared to slide down. Dude, I did not slide down. I was far enough. Yeah, I was so far enough away that I went straight down 15 feet. God. And I landed on my right foot. My right foot went behind me and went. I didn't break it though. That's the funny thing. I didn't break it.
There's no way.
I didn't break it. So I get up and I'm like the adrenaline's kicking in. Everyone's like, dude, is your knee okay? Like everyone thought I blew my knee out because I'm like, bah.
No, yeah.
Right. And I get up and I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm limping, whatever. I'm chilling. I try to keep skating. Like I was just trying to get back at it. And then I'm noticing my foot is swelling.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's brutal, right? And I'm like, I need to get home. So I drove all the way from Heber Skate Park to my house on 800 North Orem with my left foot on the gas and a mini skateboard, like a cruiser deck I had for the gas pedal because my right foot was literally not, like, it was so bad. So I make it all the way home. My mom had like an ankle brace that I used all the time. So I just put that in there, tied it up, put some ice, whatever, did my old DIY, don't go to the doctor healing.
Yeah.
And the next morning, this thing is the size of a softball. My ankle is huge, turning purple. It's bad. Go to the doctor, and he's like, yeah, you should have broken it, but you pushed it so far back, you basically just destroyed all the muscle type of thing. So
no.
He said it would have been better off if I broke the ankle, but I tore like muscle and stuff like
and
that.
Tendon and
dude, yeah. So like
God.
my ankle's always been just somewhat sore. I'm used to it now, but when I skate, I tried to.
It comes out just a little bit.
Yeah, when I skate, it just like the next day I'm limping, like it's bad.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
So it is what it is. So I basically ended that career because I realized I was like, dude, I can't do that. This is ridiculous.
What does that remind me of? That reminds me of oh crap, who was it? Crap, now I can't remember. I have the image in my head.
Who?
That's the thing. I can't, like, for the life of me, I can't remember who it was.
Oh, that's funny.
It was, I think it was like a 20 stair. This guy was trying to jump. It was at like a school. Everybody kept trying to stop him from doing it. Mm-hmm. And he landed so bad this one time. Uh-huh. Maybe somebody out there knows what I'm talking about, but it was like this red brick, like 20 stair. And this guy was just going for it. And he just, one of the times, like, you could feel it. He's not going to make this. And so he
was committed, though. You could tell he was committed. He was like, I'm going to go in for broke.
Every time. Man. And he was like skating past like a security guard, too.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, dude. Those are the things. Yeah. I watch like those videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. It makes my toes curl, my hair. I hate that.
Oh, man.
So basically your skateboarding career ended.
Yeah, I mean, I tried. Like, after the summer, I healed. Like, I tried to heal and keep going. Like, I had some tricks back, like I had. But I just I couldn't ollie as high as I used to.
Yeah.
Or do these tricks or like be consistent about it. So, and I was already doing music at the time and I was working. So I was like, let's focus on music then.
Right.
Right. And, that's when me and my friend started this project, Uenta. And I just started focusing on that, practicing my guitar and stuff. Cause I couldn't do anything,
Right. Yeah.
So I had to focus my energy on that. I was only working semi full time, like 6 hours, and so
wait, 6 hours?
6 hours a day. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I was like, I was working like, almost full time, 6 hours.
6 hours only a week, 1 hour a day.
That's real full time. You're making like $50 an hour.
Sick, dude. Nah, it was 6 hours a day. My bad. So basically like full time, but it was not even like I'd get off work like 2-3ish. So so I just go straight to my friend's house. We go play jam, record music and stuff like that. And so I just focused on that for a bit. We did 2 shows. Our first show, which is a flop, and I still have PTSD from it.
It was that bad. So what made it so bad? Was it you guys, or was it the crowd, or was it? No.
So,
if you don't want to talk about it, if it's that bad, we don't have to talk about it.
So I'm not going to say names, but our drummer at the time was missing his girlfriend. So his girlfriend went to San Francisco to do a job for the summer.
Yeah.
Okay. This show, Rise Records, right?
Yeah,
Rise
absolutely.
Records was doing a tour, and we wanted to be on the show, so we got on the listing for it. Yeah, we got on the listing for it. This was at the loading dock, and there was... So I think it was...
Isn't that Dance Gavin... Like, Dance Gavin Dance is on Rise Records, wasn't it?
No, I think... at the time, I think so.
Wait, because...
Rise Records is like the biggest metalcore thing.
No, yeah, that's... Yeah.
So, It was Nightmares, Alive Like Me, and Paris. If you know Paris now, they are literally the biggest.
I like Paris a lot. They're really,
huge.
really
They
good.
opened for my band. So this is actually the poster for it. They're like a legit poster.
Yo.
Yeah. So,
oh my gosh. Yeah, that's legit, dude.
So we were on that bill, and we were getting prepared to practice and stuff like that. And we were trying to get a hold of our drummer, and he wouldn't answer his calls. And we're like, yo, we need to practice for this show.
Yeah.
And we all hung out all the time, so we knew how to we got all the songs down. The only thing, we just didn't have enough songs to fill the bill, so we had to figure out a cover song. So that we wanted him to come in and figure it out. Like, we bounced around, like, Under Oath or Beartooth just came out, so we're like, okay, that's going to be sick. And we can get a friend to sing, because we didn't really have a singer. We just had the screamer, right?
Right.
So, so remember the girlfriend part. She's in San Fran. So, all of a sudden, he's like, yeah, I went to San Fran. I missed her, blah, blah, blah. I was like, dog, you couldn't...
like, you couldn't say something.
You couldn't wait. You couldn't wait till next week, dude. She's there. She's still there. You know what I mean? So, we're like, fudge. So, we had a drummer. We got a drummer, right? Drummer kills it.
Dance Gavin Dance is on Rise Records.
Are they on Rise Records?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
yeah, them and Tillian. Like, Tillian by himself is signed to Rise Records too. Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know, because I know Swan started his own. What is it? Bill Swan? What's his name? The
Will
guitarist?
Swan.
Will Swan.
Yeah,
Will Swan started his own record label, right? Swan Records, something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Rise Records, all that. He went to California.
You found a drummer.
We found a drummer. And we're doing practice. Everything is sick. This drummer is killing it. We're like, oh, thank God.
Right.
We're ready for the show. We go there. Dude, it was lined up perfectly. Like, the guys, all the band members were like, hey, we listened to your single on the way here. You guys are sick. We're excited to see you and stuff.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally. And the loading dock guys were like, hey, you guys sold the most tickets, so we want you to end the show. We're like,
wait, what?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I had Paris, basically Paris opened up for us. So we had that big of an audience that we sold more tickets than anyone else.
No,
So-
that's crazy.
So everything was lined up, right? And
Wait, I think you told me the story. I think I
Yeah.
know where this is going to end. So hold up, finish the story.
yeah, so the show's great. Everything's cool. Like, the bands are killing it. And we go on stage, and we're like, yo, where's our drummer? Dude, that guy comes out of the bathroom, and his face is red, like drunk red. And I'm like, whatever.
Yup.
Maybe he's good drunk. Whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe he's good drunk.
Maybe
You know,
he's better
there's-
drunk.
Yeah, exactly. There's some of those artists that are just good intoxicated. So
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. I'm going to play my best. It's fine. We're going to kill it. And we're playing this newer song that we haven't performed or even teased online or anything like that. So we're like, hey, this is a new song, da da da. We start playing it, and in the middle of the song, the drummer stops playing.
Just
He forgot the pattern, he forgot the beat, just stops playing. And we're like, and we slowly just like, yeah. We're like, should we start over? We're like, and it was so disappointing because all the other bands were watching. They're like, and they left too, and we're like, we're so mad. So the vibe was the vibe crashed, dude.
That is
crashed. Like the Titan just crashed. Bro.
Oh.
Like we were killing it.
Oh God,
We
why do
were
you do
nailing
this
it.
to me?
Yeah, it was so cringe. It was bad.
No.
And we finished, and we're like, all right, everyone's like, oh, you guys killed her. Like, no. No, this is garbage. So we
So
left.
wait, was it at least your last song?
No, it was like in the middle of it. We saw like 2 songs left. It was
Oh my God.
it was bad.
I-
So
I understand now why you
was-
have PTSD.
yeah, it was rough, man. I mean, my wife gives me crap every time Paris pops up, dude. And like their songs pop up on like YouTube, MTV. These
Yep.
songs pop up and goes, babe, do you remember this? Blah blah blah. And I'm like,
All right, hold on. So hold on. I want to do this real quick, mostly for my own entertainment, but also to just so you can hate yourself just a little bit.
okay.
Okay, so
I mean, I don't think we would have ever gone bigger than or as big as Paris because Paris is literally the best. Lynn Gunn is the best vocalist ever. She sings like an angel.
she is very good in terms of like female vocalists. I like her a lot. This one guy introduced me to a band called Lokella.
Oh,
You ever heard of them?
no.
She
Kills it?
She kills it.
Nice.
Her and I don't know who Lokella's lead singer is. We'll look it up.
Okay.
But
What are you showing me, though? What are you
hold
making
on,
me
hold
cry
on,
about?
wait, hold
Okay.
on. The other female lead singer band that I'm thinking about is oh God, one of their songs is called Pisces.
I don't know.
Hold on, that song is very good.
Okay.
That's a really good song. Because it's funny, because I show that song to a lot of my friends. A lot of friends of mine, they don't really know what...
The
Ginger.
metalcore.
Ginger.
Okay, I gotta look this band up then. Okay.
Because she has a beautiful voice. It is immaculate.
Okay.
And she's also the screamer.
Oh, sick.
So, like, you know, so she sings this song, like, you know, she starts out just, like, beautiful vocals, and then she just hits it in the chorus, and all my friends just had this look of shock on their face, because, like, no, because they're like, is that her?
Yeah.
I'm like, you better believe it is, dude.
That's like a throwback to I wrestled a bear once.
We're not going to go there,
okay,
dude.
Okay.
I loved I Wrestled a Bear once in high school.
Let's not get sidetracked, though. What are you going to show me, though?
All right, cool. So, Rise Records, right? You know, they got a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, if you would have made it big with Rise Records, you would have been in this company.
Oh, yeah. I know vividly, man.
Bless the Fall.
Yep.
Crown the Empire. Dance Gavin Dance.
I think Devil Wears Prada's on this lineup, too.
Fire from the Gods.
Or I think,
Issues.
Issues, yep.
Let's Mayday Parade.
Mayday Parade.
Memphis Mayfire.
Issues just gone on, too, while we were doing music as well.
Yeah. Of Mice and Men. Palisades. Tillian. Former artists who are on here. Let's see. Attack,
yeah.
Let's see. Before Their Eyes. Breathe Carolina.
Yeah.
Chelsea Grin.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, dude. Do you remember Drop Dead Gorgeous?
Yes, I do.
Dude, I love Drop Dead Gorgeous.
They're fun.
There was
They're
a girl
fun,
I knew in middle school. I think I don't know, dating relatively in middle school. I don't know. We dated in middle school. She went to one of their concerts and brought me back a shirt.
That's so
I
sick.
love that thing.
Throwback
my mom
Hot
threw it
Topic,
away.
Man.
My mom no, she got it at the concert
That's
for Drop
so
Dead
dope.
Gorgeous.
That's so
and then
dope.
my mom threw that shirt away.
Oh, your mom was like that
it.
too? Oh, yeah, dude. I remember having a Devil Wears Prada t-shirt. My dad hated it.
Dude, okay. Another quick question. What's your favorite Devil Wears Prada album?
I love the Plagues album. But,
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude. That's just nostalgia.
I mean, it's a good album. Don't get me wrong. It's a good album.
HTML rules, dude.
Yep.
Or Hey John, what's my name again?
Good,
dude. So good.
song.
So good. But I think, that's just nostalgia. Flawless and just musicianship. Zombie EP and Roots Above, Branches Below.
That Zombie EP was real good.
That was solid.
Like, I remember when that
album.
came out, dude.
Super
I had
good.
a physical copy of it. It was so good.
So good.
But I'm not going to lie. With Roots Above and Branches Below, that was one of my favorite albums.
Solid. Ben Has a Kid is still my go-to, bro.
Nuh-uh, dude.
What? Which
Assistant to the Regional Manager.
All right, facts.
That is a great song. And anybody can fight me on that.
Facts.
I love that
It's
song.
good, though. It's good.
Okay, so that would have been the company if your drummer had been competent.
I don't think so. I think it would have opened some doors, like because I think Rise Records has smaller companies.
I mean,
and stuff.
either way, dude.
I know, I know.
Like
dude.
the fact that Paris was there.
I know, dude. I mean, and they were small at that time,
Yeah.
but after that tour, they blew up. Seriously,
Yeah.
It was kind of.
You know who I really like from Rise is Palisades.
Palisades is amazing.
Yeah, so my wife and I, when we were dating, we went and saw Palisades live. It was a band called, oh God, and I actually met them too, and I took a picture with them. They, A Brilliant Lie. I don't know if you heard of them.
No.
They're really good.
Okay.
They've got a female lead singer too. She's really good.
Dope.
It was A Brilliant Lie. I remember Palisades. Hyde was Hyde's a Japanese band. They're
Okay.
like a Japanese kind of like punk metalcore band.
Cool.
They were really good.
Okay, dope.
And then the headliner was Starset.
Oh,
I don't know if you've ever listened to Starset, dude.
Word, I gotta check them out.
That is
So
I have a bunch of their merch,
Okay.
dude. Like we bought like a sweater. They had
Star
a book.
Set, okay, dope.
Dude, yeah, Starset is some real good stuff. They have
Alright.
I'll also have to send you some songs.
Yeah,
too.
send me.
Some
That sounds
very
dope.
good. Anyway,
So we had that show.
and that was just a
That
nightmare.
tanked. Yeah. So we were like, all right, we're just gonna try to get this EP done that we've been working on. We released another single, and I think we released that single, or did we do another show first? I don't remember. We were working on
Whichever
this,
the order.
Yeah, we're working on this EP because we wanted to get better songs because we were just writing a lot of jams, right?
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to actually write more melodic, conceptual, a lot of, I don't know, we were trying to dive more into more conception albums and stuff like that. Like we listened to Oceana, Birth Eater album, and we were like, no, we want to write something like that.
Oceana. I don't think I've ever listened to them.
So they're small. They only did, I think, like a record or two. But if you want to listen to Birth Eater, it's like the best concept record I've ever listened to. It's great. It's just awesome.
Yeah, all right.
I won't give it too much. Just listen to it. It's amazing. So we're focusing on finishing the EP, and our friend Garrett was in Hearts and Hands. And I forget what record label they were on, but that label was looking at us at the time. We had to finish an EP. So we were trying to finish the EP and stuff. And then we did a show. And at the time, I was the only one working. And
Artery Recordings.
Artery? Okay.
That was Hearts and Hands.
I think it was, so I think it was Artery that was looking at us. Or I think it was like Sub Company, whatever. Some record label was looking at us, right? And we were trying to focus on this, but we were all young. Like, I won't say someone, like, one person was at fault.
Right,
We were all young. We were all naive. Like, we were all, like, every young band, dude. Like,
you thought you were going to make it huge.
No, not only that. We just thought, like, we were just the god. Like, everyone thought they were god in the band and stuff like that. And it just got toxic. And I felt like I wasn't really getting the attention I wanted.
Which is fair.
Which is fine. You know, and I look back, I may have been dramatic about it. Like, I was just emotional after high school. Like,
were you the guitarist?
I was the bassist. Like,
and
I helped write a little bit, but I wasn't as knowledgeable as I am now with music. So, but I gave him money for, like, studio, and I was trying to be there as much as possible, even though I was working and trying to figure stuff out.
Right.
But, you know, there was egos aside, and me and my friend now that I love to death, but me and him argued all the time. And he was the vocalist. I argued with him all the time, and we got into arguments all the time, and it just got bad and toxic. I think it was just because we were young and we were just egotistical and immature as dude. Like, immature, like being mature really changes a band's mindset, because you're just understanding like, hey, this guy just wants to feel a part. He wants to add to this, blah, blah, blah. Because that's the worst part about bands, is you're having like 5 or so egos, 5 or so ideas, and trying to put it into a song, right?
Yeah. The best description of that is, you know, there's a guy who I very much admire. His name is Dan Avidan. He's the lead singer of a band called Ninja Sex Party.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, no, they're fantastic.
I think you showed me them. They're good.
They're
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
But so he went on, I guess he went on record. He did a podcast episode where he was, you know, with a band like that, you're only getting, you know, 10%, 15, 20% of your ideas out.
Yep.
And so it's hard when, you know, you have something you want to input, but you have so many clashing and conflicting ideas.
Exactly. Like, you have one person like, I don't think we should do that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost like a jury type of situation. Like, you're trying to all come together to make one decision. Yeah. And that's what happened. You know what I mean? And looking back, I think I was the dramatic one. I think I was the sensitive one in the situation. So
that's a good band title. The band name, The Jury.
The Jury?
Heck yeah,
that would
man.
have been sick. So we were writing songs and stuff, and then we did a show. We opened with She Swallowed Us Whole. They dropped an EP and stuff, and we dropped another single. And we did that show. That was amazing. That was in Muse Music Provo. I thought it was great. We sold just as much tickets as they did. And that was my last show I did with Uenta. That was great. We were going to do another show and open for someone. I don't remember, but things just happened. Like, my bass equipment just crashed and burned. And I was like, dude, we can't do this. Like, we just weren't prepared. We were going to play the same songs. It was just all piling up, the drama. And the egos and the toxicity started growing. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to quit, guys. Do my own thing.
Did you have a single called Plans?
No, I did not.
Okay, then this is a different Uenta.
Oh. No, our singles are only on YouTube.
Are you sure about that?
Let me see.
Dreesome? Fruits? Sweetest? You'd be surprised. I see 2 artists right here called Uenta on Spotify.
I don't think they're on there.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The only songs I have out with Uenta, like, as a group, we were The Old Man in the Sea and Empty Room.
Okay.
I think there was another single that came out.
So you're not on Spotify?
No. This is before Spotify. Like, we just put it on YouTube.
Look, man, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a YouTuber, everybody out there probably knows him. His name's Jacksepticeye. But so when he was a kid, he was part of the band.
Yeah.
And this was years ago.
It showed up on Spotify?
It's on Spotify. Their whole album is on Spotify,
that's
dude.
Crazy. Okay, maybe I have to find it. But, yeah, so we're on YouTube. Old Man in the Sea, Empty Room. And I think they released another song when I was out of that band.
Yeah.
Which is a great song. I love it. So I left, and there's no hard feelings. I look back, I was the dramatic, sensitive one. I was just being stupid as shit. And I was in another band called Love at War. We only released one rough tape, and it's on my SoundCloud, but that's it.
Oh, we're going to have to look at that, too.
It never really fully released. I didn't even finish the song.
Yeah.
I just released, like, the rough track.
You have to show me these things because I need to see these. I need to listen to your bass playing.
If I dive into my emails, I can probably find like 5 or 6 songs that I did.
Heck yeah.
That I did with the band Uenta, and that was fun.
Who knows? Maybe we might link it. You know, we might have to.
Nah, it's
you're like definitely not.
No.
All right, fine.
Not without asking everyone else in the band.
I will keep it for my own personal enjoyment.
Yeah. But, so I left the band. I tried to do this other band, and it didn't work out. I was just like, no, I'm just going to focus on school.
Yeah.
Because I was going to school, and I was trying to do the band, and I was like, dude, I'm running low on cash because being a musician sucks.
Oh, no, it's expensive. It's almost like this.
You are paying to be poor. That is the best way to put being a musician. You are paying, or an artist, you're paying to be poor. Dude.
No, yeah. Because there's no guarantee that you'll make it big.
Well, the thing is, you put your art out there, and where's the money?
And hopefully somebody likes it.
Hopefully you get $1 type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might as well just be in the corner, homeless. It's just weird. You're paying to be broke. You pay for the equipment. You pay for this. You pay for that. And where's the money coming from?
And there's no real return. And
there's
unless somebody likes your stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. And you have to really convince someone to give the money, right? So then that's, I did all that, and I've realized, hey, I need to focus on barber school, especially the fact that I still wanted to do music, but I knew it wasn't going to make me money, and that's kind of why I pushed, like, I need to find a career that's going to give me time to do this stuff. So music did help me push to get a career because I was like, I need money to record. That was the beginning of it, right? Yeah. I need money to record. And Jim was in a band. So he was in a band.
This dude
did his solo stuff. And I talked to them, and they were like, yeah, we do music all the time. We do it after work. We make our own schedule. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So I went to barber school and did it, and I love barbering so much. I was like, I can put music aside.
Yeah, I'll stay here, yeah.
Yeah, I'll focus on it.
So from both avenues, right? From being a skateboarder and from being a musician, this is more for the nostalgia's sake, but this is also mostly just for my own personal curiosity. What was one lesson that you found held true in both skateboarding and in music production and being a musician?
You are in competition with yourself.
Really?
So skateboarding is a big factor in learning that lesson.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You're doing the trick. And that's
it's all. Yeah, that's right. It's all
not like
you.
football or baseball when you need the whole team to be in sync, right? It is just you.
Right.
It's just you. You're doing the kickflip off the 5-stair. Yeah, someone can film it. That's cool, but they're not doing the trick.
Right.
You're the one who's doing the trick. And
I guess it's the same with music too. Like, you're
the one who's playing bass. You're practicing. If your band is not liking your chops, you need to get your ass practicing, man.
Yeah.
You need to get to it, dude. And then barbering goes into barbering. You're only in competition with yourself. If your clients are not liking it, you need to step up your game. It's not the barber next to you's fault.
Right, yeah.
It is your own fault. You need to get your head in and just compete with yourself, progress.
So you were able to take that lesson from skateboarding as a kid and also from being a musician and then actually put it into practice in your career.
Exactly.
Wow, that's a full line. That's like that's a full circle.
It's crazy to think about.
Wow. So obviously, you almost went pro with skate, or almost went pro. You were trying to go pro.
I was trying. Maybe sponsored, right?
But so what was the most memorable experience that you had from being a musician?
Being a musician, I think it was just jamming and hanging out with friends all the time, dude.
Really?
I think the shows were fun. I love playing.
Do you prefer playing live or do you prefer playing in a studio?
Live. Live was fun, man. I just jammed around. I acted crazy. Just playing live and then people coming after me like, dude, you played so well. That was super sick. But just what I missed was all of us coming together hanging out, having ideas like, hey man, I've been thinking about this since work.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's try this or try that, and just coming up with those ideas and hanging out. And then like we play Magic the Gathering. Like we take a break,
Yeah.
play around a Magic the Gathering because we had enough in our band. We had enough to play a whole game of Magic,
yeah.
right? Or we invite some friends that live down the street. That's what I missed, man. That was the best part. And I hope my friends hear this because that's like some nostalgia that I miss and will never forget.
You know, funnily enough, we actually just recorded an episode of the show where me and my buddy, we were talking about, you know, Magic the Gathering, and while we were recording, we actually played a game of Magic.
Dude, yes.
It was unbelievable. I mean, he handedly, like, he put me in my place.
Oh.
Like, let's be real here. But we were both playing with
Our
decks.
guitarist River is, I swear he's trying to go pro. He won't admit it, but that dude is trying to go pro, and he's so solid. It's ridiculous.
Dude, everybody who plays Magic has that one friend.
Facts.
Friend who puts time and money into that, and they know their
doing the
stuff.
build.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's okay. So now we're gonna get into music tastes.
Okay.
Because
okay.
you and I have kind of like similar music tastes. We're like, we like a lot of everything.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. What's the weirdest genre that you like?
Oh, the funny thing is, it's like you can't even put it into a genre.
Oh no, because I definitely have a weird genre that you might not have heard of.
I mean, there's experimental hip hop like Death Grips. That stuff is way cool.
I've never heard of that.
Death Grips is sick. I've seen them like 4 times. Bro, they're wild. They're like very electronic, underground hip hop. I just can't. It's that group where you just do not know how to describe them. I've seen those guys 4 times, and it's amazing. They're that band that doesn't stop playing live. Like they have a live drummer too, and the whole band is 3 guys. It's crazy. Anyways, there's that, and then there's one band I'd recently just found out, and they're called Clowncore. I don't know if that's a genre.
Sounds real bad.
Bro, it is actually the coolest, like, grindcore, jazz,
You know what
tech.
that kind of reminds me of is, oh no, I just recently listened to one of their songs too. Mm-hmm. It was, Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza.
Love that band.
The minute I hear Clowncore, that's what I think of. I think of Tony Danza.
Oh, Tony Danza Extravaganza. Those go... No, dude.
That's way back in the day, dude.
I don't... Dude, but if you listen to Clowncore, they're not even close, though. Like,
really?
Oh, yeah, they're crazy. It's 2 dudes, and it's amazing. Just look them up on YouTube. They do, like, these weird videos where the first album they played in a porta potty.
What the...
It's so good.
What kind of music are you listening to, dude?
Dude, it's actually awesome. I'll send you a link, dude. I'll send you a link. I'm going to do it right now. It's actually really good. But
okay, so Clowncore is probably the weirdest thing you've listened to.
Right now,
lately.
yes.
Okay. All right. What is one band that if you could meet, like, tomorrow, you could die happy? Or have you already met that band?
I mean... Oh, man. I'm trying to think. Because I've met plenty of bands. The band that I would like to meet would probably be Anthony Grain from Circa Survive.
I almost sang with him.
Oh, yeah.
No. Like, live.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them live. Are you talking about, like, meet and talk to them or just seeing them live?
No, like, actually meet them. So, hold on, wait. So, not even kidding. I remember this vividly. I went, this was 2013. I went to the USANA Stadium for the Rockstar Uproar Fest in 2013 before school started in September. And it was Circa Survive, Coheed and Cambria, Jane's Addiction, and Alice in Chains.
Oh.
And I had recently seen Circa Survive live in Memphis. Mm-hmm. So I saw them in May of Memphis, or like April or May of Memphis, and then saw them again in September the same year.
Whoa.
And so, you know, USANA is an outdoor, it's an outdoor venue, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I had been right at the rail just like screaming at this guy because I love Anthony Green. He's a very good looking man. He's got wonderful vocals. I was in love with the man at the time. Like he's beautiful.
I'm still in love with him.
So I was sitting there, and this girl that I met behind me, you know, I was like, I love you guys. Like, I love you. Yeah. Like I was. And so she gets his attention, and she was like, he came from all the way to Memphis to see you. He came all the way here to see you. Which was a lie. I was there for school now. But he was but he looked me dead in the eye, and he was like,
you love us, man? I was like, I love you guys. You guys are the best. He's like, you love us? I was like, yeah, man, I love all you. He's like, that's so sick, man. And he gets to the front of the stage and starts coiling up the mic cord. And he's just like, come here.
Oh, sick.
And so I jumped the barrier, right?
Awesome.
The security guard's like, you got to go around. It's like, you have to go around. It's like, no. But he's like, nope, you got to go around.
Right, you gotta go around.
So I get back, and the thing was, the crowd loved it. They were just like, and so they parted for me and let me get back to the front.
Sick.
And I knew the guy who was working security right there. And he was just like, he's like, why'd you do that, man? He's like, he wanted me to come up on stage. He was like, he was asking you to come up on stage. I was like, yes, dude, you know me. I'm not an idiot.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, if I would have known that.
Security guards are the worst
Here's
at metal
the thing,
shows,
though.
bro.
It was their closer, so it was Get Out.
Ah, okay.
And so he was,
Dude.
in my personal opinion, that is my favorite circus song.
Dude, Blue Sky Noise is flawless.
It's so
Dude, that's
good.
such a good record. But yeah, I would like to meet him. And then I've had buddies meet Aaron from Under Oath.
I'm not a big fan of Under Oath.
All right. Finish the podcast, dude. We gotta cut it, dude. Nah.
I met Dance Gavin Dance too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when they came and did what it would have been 2017 Warped Tour.
Yeah.
When they were in Salt Lake, I actually got in free with my friend because she knew one of the bands who was
you
playing.
did the Warped Tour meet and greet?
Yeah, dude.
Those are so fun.
Well, no. So they had just finished playing their set, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna be out signing stuff over here at this little tent.
Yeah,
everybody come in." So I ran for the line, and I also flubbed that. So in my opinion, at the time, I had only been used to Johnny Craig. I loved Johnny Craig. Like Downtown Battle Mountain Part 1 and Part 2 were amazing. I
know
those.
too much info about Johnny Craig for me to like any of his music.
Absolutely. No, nowadays he's okay, Johnny, I'm sorry if you're listening to this. You're a terrible human being.
You're awful.
But
awful.
it's facts, man. I'm sorry.
Facts.
You're a wonderful musician. You have a great voice. You're just a terrible human. I'm sorry. But so that was all I knew at the time. I never heard of anything about Johnny, but I loved it. I loved Dance Gavin Dance. So I was like, I went in there. I was like, Tillian's all right, right? So I go through and I meet him.
I mean, at the beginning, Tillian was different. Like he was with oh my God, what is that band he was in before?
I know who you're talking about, but
Tides of Man. Tides of Man.
He was in
Tides of Man, and then Seosin wanted him. I don't know if you know.
Seosin is
the best. No,
Anthony Green went back to Seosin.
Yeah, and they released that new album.
Yep, it was. Oh God, what was that album called?
I know which one, but did you know they released a rough edit of a Seosin song with Tillian?
Really?
It's on YouTube. One of my favorites.
Dude, okay,
so
honestly
good,
though, Anthony Green going back, Silver String on that album is
so good.
Oh, I love that album.
So I get where you're coming from because I was the same way. I loved the OG Dance Gavin Dance.
With
the guy from A Lot Like Birds.
Yeah,
I forget.
And it wasn't John Mess at the time, was it?
I don't think so. Anyways, but yeah, so I get it because I was the same way because a lot of bands back then they were changing vocalists all the time, and Amorosa was that band that changed all the time. Their new
vocalist right now,
dude, flawless.
So Peach Club, that album is
different, but it's
it's literally perfect. I will listen to that. I can listen to that album. Like the full album. Like start to finish, I can listen to it. I did it on a road trip recently.
Dang.
I listened to that album twice in a row.
So you met Amorosa with Dance.
So I met Dance Gavin Dance.
That's right.
So I'm going through the line, and so Will Swan is first, right? And I'm like, dude, you are the biggest inspiration to me for playing guitar. Like you are a god to me. I get to telling, and I was like, man, I'm a huge Johnny Craig fan, but honestly, like seeing you
were
live,
that honest with him, dog?
I was like, no. But I was like, but seeing you live, I love you now.
Oh, dude, Tillian, his vocal range is insane. It is
unbelievable how good he is. I can't believe how good he is. Is that me? Shut up, Siri.
Siri, who is vocal ranges?
It's shocking how many bands are just. And it's interesting to me how many people say like, "Oh, that's not really music; it's just screaming." It's
Oh man,
Dude,
we can do a whole podcast.
There
on
are
that,
opera
dude.
singers who train people how to do that. So it is a skill.
Yeah. Oh, it's
You
a
know-
skill. If you want to understand fully, you should watch the
Jared
Zen.
Dines.
Jared Dines, and also this lady that's a vocal trainer. The
Yeah.
Zen of Screaming.
Yep.
I had that video because when I was in that other band after Uenta, I was the screamer for that band, and I was like, I'm gonna destroy
I need to
myself.
learn, yeah.
I need to learn, and that's when I was like, oh, I am garbage. So there was that, and then what were we talking about? We just kind of went on a rant.
Oh no, because it was really interesting because because Jared Dines came out with a video and all these people were knocking it.
Oh yeah, that's right. He
and
goes
he was-
and asks him like, "What's your best scream?" Right?
Yeah, he's like, "Give me your
Yes.
best scream," and it's people, it's something that you need to learn, and so that's why I always tell people like, I'll show them that's not music, and I was like, no, it is because that's a skill.
Oh,
it's
straight
not
up.
just something that you. I mean, maybe there are people who can just do it, but it's
Well, just like those bands, man, the guitar playing, it's just insane. We can go on and on.
no.
but-
There's this. I'll tell you this. This is one of the most interesting things that I found out about screaming.
Yeah.
Right? There's a guy. I'll have to look at it, but here we go. Hungry Lights.
Okay.
Hungry Lights. He does this. He shows you like 10 different screaming techniques, right?
Yeah.
And it is impressive. It is very impressive.
Because he does like the inhale, the exhale screams. He does the high pitch screams, stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Have you seen that video?
I've seen it once. I need to take a look at it.
It
again,
is-
but I saw it when I was into that.
It's so wild. It's the craziest video I've ever seen because he does this. He says it's the one thing that really impressed me, and I show people this. Like I've showed people this video. He says it goes into your whistle register,
Yep.
and that,
Yeah.
oh, dude, and that's why I love the genre so much. Like that's why it's so technical.
It's more than people just think.
Yeah.
Especially when you hear bands that scream and then sing right after. Dude,
Best example of that, in my opinion, the Amity Affliction.
they don't do that.
Oh, is that not?
It's two different singers, dude.
Oh, well.
They're great, though. That's a great
No,
band, though.
but his voice is their clean vocalist. He is beautiful. Like that voice is beautiful.
Dude,
but no,
it's
Ginger.
solid.
Look up that song Pisces by Ginger.
Okay.
That is a very good example of just two very different extremes coming out of a woman.
Sweet.
And it's funny because that video has been reviewed by like vocal experts, like trainers and stuff.
What?
And they're like, she's possessed.
There's no way. There's no
yeah,
way.
no. They're like, there's a devil in her, and she needs help.
That is so funny.
It's such a good song too.
Heck yeah.
But okay, last question.
What's up?
What is the one band who has influenced you the most? Just like not necessarily like, just caused so much change in your life that like if you ever met them, you would probably worship them at their feet just because of like that indirect contact that they had where it just changed your life. Oh, because for me that band is Coheed and Cambria.
Okay.
That band has literally it fixed my relationship with my mom.
Dang.
Yeah. Like I will Claudio Sanchez, everybody out there in that band, I love you. I will forever love you. I will forever advocate for your band because you guys have done so much for me. And I told them that when I met them.
Oh, yeah.
I met them in Vegas when they toured with Mastodon and Every Time I Die. And it was the most magical moment for me.
Dang.
I was almost in tears.
I mean, so inspiration. I mean, so I had a lot of bands. You grow and you get all these bands that just pump you up. Like
Yeah, for
Gin
me it was
Pump
Linkin
Up.
Park when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, straight up. Oh yeah, Hybrid Theory, first album.
Oh,
I bought.
absolutely.
But the one band that I listened to, my friend Tristan showed me them, and it was weird. Because he was getting into like way soft and more instrumental type stuff.
Yeah.
It's this band called Explosions in the Sky.
Okay.
Post-core instrumental band, and I've been listening to them since sophomore year of high school, and the album is
So 2011, 2012?
2011.
Yeah.
And this album came out in 2003. It's called The Earth Is Not a Dead Cold Place.
Whoa.
So this is an instrumental album. You've probably heard the song from like Friday Night Lights, the movie, or the TV show. There's songs from that album have been in a lot of TV shows.
Really?
It is crazy. So Your Hand in Mine is my go-to. And the most, I think it's listening to it, like impactful to me personally, was I just keep listening to it, and I remember fragments of my growing up and what I've been through and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And these songs are very powerful. It's crazy the instrumental work they do in it and the emotion you feel through these songs.
Yeah.
And I just go back, like I told my wife jokingly, but I low-key am serious, where if I die, I want my ashes pressed into this vinyl. And I want everyone to listen to this album.
Yeah,
I will force them. I will force them to listen to this album.
It's going to be in your will.
Like,
Nobody gets anything.
I'm not even kidding, dude. Listen to the album and just dive into it and just experience it, because it's a great record. Explosions in the Sky. The Earth is not a cold, dead place.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
No, because I have a song like that. It was one song from a band called Ratatat. I don't know if you've ever listened to them.
Ratatat? Oh, yeah.
It's purely instrumental.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the song was called Cherry.
Okay.
And for me, I was, growing up, I was always a very depressed kid, but I never showed it to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was me too.
And if I did, I did in a very dramatic fashion.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into that.
Oh, yeah.
But that song, when I listened to it, it got me through a lot of rough times, because the way I listen to it is, it's a build up.
Yeah.
That song, it builds and builds and builds, adding more parts to it.
Yeah.
And then it just goes dead quiet with one moving part of the music. And, it goes almost dead quiet.
Yeah.
Except for that one just simple melody. And then it explodes.
What?
Like, it just, from where it dropped off.
Yeah.
And no, dude, I cry. You can ask my wife. I've showed her that song, and I was in tears.
Oh, man.
I love that song so much.
Heck yeah.
So for you, what song was it?
Your Hand in Mine by Explosions in the Sky.
Cool. For me, it was Cherry by Ratatat.
That's awesome.
So
Heck yeah.
I highly recommend everybody go out and listen to these, because if there's one thing I know about David, he's got great taste in music. If there's nothing else that you can take away from this, he has great taste in music. Man.
Thank you.
No, and I mean that.
I'll shout out to my dad for that one. I grew up listening to the Smiths. My dad has the biggest CD collection.
Oh no, my brother all the way. That was my brother for me.
Exactly. So I give him a shout out to that, and I was able to explore. Obviously, he didn't like the evolution of what he was showing, but I'll thank him for that, for the progression, because, dude, growing up here in Utah, it's fascinating. A lot of people who don't know John Lennon was in the Beatles. Simple stuff like that. So, yeah. But anyways, thank you. I appreciate you understanding.
Absolutely.
Because I remember growing up, people still think now I have a weird taste in music.
Oh, absolutely. I'm the same way.
Yeah, exactly. You listen to that metalcore stuff, and you're like, no, it's because I started growing up listening to the Beatles, the Doors, the Smiths.
Yeah, man.
And you can't just listen to it. You start evolving into all this different subgenres, and it's just,
That being said, I will still say that country is the worst genre ever. I will put that on record.
There
are 4 songs. 4 songs in the country genre that I like.
The only country I like is when you can't tell if it's country or blues.
That's fair.
That is the only country I like.
That's fair.
But if it's like some CMT Country Billboard Awards country, I will literally. And I'm sorry for anyone that gets offended. But that is
my
me.
ex and I, we would go round and round, dude, because she would do
the only
fiercely.
country I like is if I have to question if it's folk or blues. That is the only country I can tolerate.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's what we're going to leave it on, because, country is garbage unless it blurs the lines.
Exactly. That's it.
No, thank you, man. Thank you for coming on.
Anytime.
Tell everybody where they can find you again.
Okay, so I think last time I gave the old address, so we just moved to 16 West Center Street, so you won't miss us at Street View. We're going to be opening a coffee shop soon. Downstairs in the building, but we're upstairs. Just find us, Brier Barbershop.
Or probably by the time this comes out, the coffee shop will be open.
Oh, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. So
check them out.
So when this episode airs, Java Junkies, best coffee in Utah, in my opinion, honestly.
Yeah.
So just check them out. Come in, get a haircut, get coffee, hang out a bit, talk music, talk whatever you want. I'm down for it. book an appointment, BrierBarbershop.com.
Hey there,
or just check
everyone.
us out
Thank you
on
so
Instagram
much
at
for
Brier
listening to
Barber.
this final
man.
episode.
They're all a
of
bunch
of the
of
year
cool guys,
2020.
man. If you
We
are
have
into
chill.
come a long way since
literally,
October.
it is the chillest place.
And
I love
thank
going
you for
there to
being
hang
with
out,
us on
man.
this journey.
And I guarantee you, anybody listening,
Hopefully
if
you're
in
excited
Utah,
for
if
next
you're
year.
in
We are
Provo,
too. We
and
have a
you
lot
just happen
of
to be
cool
around
stuff
Center
in the
Street,
works.
You need a
Keep an eye
you
out
need a
because
slick little
we're coming out with
haircut.
some pretty
Just come
exciting
through.
stuff.
Check them out,
Hang out.
man.
So no
They're
matter
awesome
where you
guys.
listen to this,
Heck yeah.
give
Yeah,
us a
thank you,
like,
man, for doing this.
subscribe,
Anytime, man. This is
follow,
fun.
Yeah. I
write us
always
a
enjoy
review,
talking to you, man. It's
send us
always
an
a good
email,
time.
tell us how we're
Of
doing.
course, man.
And
All
we
right, I
will
guess
definitely
we'll
see you
see
in
you on the next one,
2021.
maybe.
Hey,
So
dude,
Merry
let's do it.
Christmas,
All
Happy
right,
Holidays,
later.
and we'll see you next year.